the number one learning is the commitment to safety. So when we look at our partners throughout the region that we decide to partner with to provide increased local content, right? So we're providing product to a lot of regions, and all of these projects are government funded, right? So, and they want to see increased local content. And we work very hard with our local partners to ensure that we're rising local jobs in these regions and that we have a really strong local partner base. As all of us, as Howden, as PDC, as we look to local partners to be able to support the region, safety is our first priority. We are in the very early stages of this economy, and being able to deploy product safely that has a zero safety incident track record over time is our number one priority. The second priority is really, as Salah mentioned, it is really working on the code and standards. PDC is part of ISO's codes and standards, really part of the code and standard body around the world. So as we think about in Japan, deregulation is extremely important. In China, just the development of codes, there is a current hydrogen code and standard, but as we look around harmonization around the world, harmonization is really important. And there's going to be harmonization with local characteristics that will always be there. So we talk about the High Pressure Gas Safety Act law in Japan will probably likely not change, but there are various harmonization around the world and their code and standards work that can help bring down the cost for everyone, so that we can essentially become, I frequently say that hydrogen's competition is not necessarily EVs. EVs and hydrogen are going to rise together. Our competition is the incumbent, right? So it's the fossil fuels, it's natural gas, it's diesel, it's gasoline fuels, and the harmonization of the code and standards around the world, specifically in Asia, where we have some uniqueness in pressure codes and standards in Korea and Japan. China, hydrogen is still considered a hazardous chemical instead of a fuel. And in Australia, we have IEC-EX explosion-proof standards for electrical equipment, although with local electrical code and standards. So the harmonization of these standards moving forward is really important. I would say the third thing is, and something Prashant said that is extremely important, is matching the skills gap, right? So as technologies grow in these regions throughout Asia Pacific, through India, and throughout the world, I would say that it's really all of our responsibility, right? I look at it as PDC's responsibility to help support the growth of that skills gap to ensure that we're able to safely deploy product around the world to help change the world with hydrogen as an energy carrier.